Newly appointed U.S. Ambassador to Uzbekistan Jonathan Henick held his first press conference at the U.S. Embassy with Uzbek media outlets to discuss the priorities of his upcoming three-year diplomatic mission. In his welcoming speech, the ambassador stressed that the mass media plays a fundamental role in the development of the state's democracy. He noted that the embassy will be as open and transparent as possible with all journalists in Uzbekistan. In addition to that, he mentioned that he did his very first diplomatic mission in Uzbekistan back in 1994 to 1996 and is very pleased to be back and see significant changes in the country. Jonathan Henick, a member of the Senior Foreign Service, was sworn in as U.S. Ambassador to Uzbekistan on October 14 this year. Most recently, he served as the Consul General in Istanbul, Turkey. Originally from New York, he speaks Russian, Portuguese, Turkish and Azerbaijani and holds Ph.D. in Political Science from University of Hawaii and Master's degree in International Affairs from Columbia University. During a Q&A session, the ambassador named main tasks of his upcoming diplomatic mission.
Contributing to Uzbekistan's economic development and economic prosperity is perhaps my highest goal. And as you pointed out, the government of Uzbekistan has done tremendous work over the last few years to eliminate child labor and forced labor in the cotton sector, creating some of the conditions, I think, that will lead to more and more investment here in Uzbekistan. We need to do more to make Uzbekistan even more welcoming to foreign investment, because investment goes where it feels most welcome.
Henick also reflected on the first plenary session of the Foreign Investor Council under the President of Uzbekistan, saying that according to the reports of the U.S. companies which participated in the session, they are getting a very clear message from President Shavkat Mirziyoyev that the Uzbek authorities are doing what they can to welcome and encourage more investments. But are there any obstacles or challenges in attracting more enterprises?
So I'm going to speak openly with you. There are many obstacles to more foreign investment here in Uzbekistan. There needs to be greater protection for intellectual property. Many foreign companies have invested a lot of their money in their brands and their products, and unfortunately, their protection of such intellectual property here in Uzbekistan is not perfect. Foreign companies need to feel confident that if they have a dispute with local parties, that they will be fairly treated in a court of law. So we need to see, I think, more privatization. Corruption is another problem. I know President Mirziyoyev has declared and undertaken major efforts to combat corruption here in Uzbekistan, but it remains a problem. But I don't want to suggest that it's all negative. There are many things about Uzbekistan that are very attractive for foreign companies.
In addition to that, the ambassador noted that Uzbekistan's accession to the World Trade Organization would help speed the increase of trade and investment as well. The U.S. and the UAE also touched upon the Peace Corps volunteer program.
Just to say that some of the strongest advocates, the biggest champions for Uzbekistan in the United States are the former Peace Corps volunteers. And so you're right, we are hoping to restart the Peace Corps program here in Uzbekistan. We've agreed in principle with the government of Uzbekistan to do so. And we're trying to work out the details right now of what that type of program would look like. We're trying to invite a delegation from the Peace Corps to begin discussions about the scope of the program. And so it may take some time still.
Jonathan Henick concluded the press conference by thanking Uzbek journalists for their vital role in Uzbekistan's democracy and hopes for a more open dialogue in the future.